going on? Haul video. Haul action. Hauling oats. Hauling ass. Yeah, so we didn't make it to the sale in time today. And we spent, what did we spend on this junk? $40. Pretty sure, I think it was 45. We'll go over the prices, what we paid, and let's do this. Ready? Here we go. Alright, I got these couple other little items in this tote. Pull those out. So, scannage. Okay, as I said in the other video, I made like a small little 2-minute video about getting up and getting to your sales on time. You snooze, you lose. Kind of. There's a lot of resellers out there. The trick is to be faster than them, more aggressive. The more aggressive you are, the better you're going to do. I mean, if you're going at yard sale and at 10 o'clock and they start at 8, you can't expect you're going to get anything. That's just the way it goes. People are aggressive in Massachusetts. They like their yard sales. This was out of an estate sale. And I know you guys on the West Coast don't like these estate sales, but these estate sales in Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island's a little expensive, but Connecticut's a little expensive too. But in Mass, these estate sale companies are wicked cheap. I don't understand why everyone says they're expensive. I think that's a West Coast thing. East Coast stuff's cheap. Stuff's always cheap. We'll go through, but I mean, $45 for all this stuff that's as cheap can get, I guess. I mean, any cheaper, you'd be like practically giving it away. I know some of these electronics, people like to give this stuff away, but I mean, $5 a unit isn't too bad. That's what you get out of a thrift store. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. $5 a unit, we got $40, and then we have a couple good hardy tools and some random chunks. Let's say grind at the flea market. I mean, I'm looking at another $50, so it's an easy double up. They don't make you have to do a lot of work, that's for sure. So let's get into the items. I'll tell you what they are. And I'll tell you if they comp out at all, and if not, we'll go to the old flea market price. Most of these are going to be ended up at the flea market for next year, so and we'll probably have like 50 to 60 units by then. So test. Source. Here we go. So this is a JVC receiver. It's a receiver with a tuner, like EQ control. It's probably a nice unit. I'm thinking $20 at the flea, maybe 25. 25. We usually do 25 a receiver. It's kind of an odd receiver, so it's got a quartz lock. The RX333 computer controlled receiver with AV sound. Then we got this JVC tape deck. Out of any of these comping, this was one of them that was comping out at like, 30-40 bucks. So I usually do 20 bucks a tape deck at the flea. Maybe we can get 25 on that puppy right there. Tape's coming back, so maybe this is actually a decent unit. It's a Optimus SCT52 Full Logic Professional Series. Professional Series, you can't really read it. Yeah, Professional Series, so, I mean, so is this one, the receiver that it's underneath. It's a 328 digital synthesized audio receiver, Professional Series. I mean, as a unit, probably 50 bucks, but I'll say 25 on this receiver, 25 on that tape deck. So you're at $100 right there on this rack. Let's say 80. That's not too bad. We got this Magnavox double unit here. I usually get 20 for these. All this stuff has a remote, corresponding remote. We'll see how any of that goes, but I usually don't save any of these remotes. I put them in the lot, but I mean, obviously this is the remote SR33-3. That's this to this. So I mean, that's a good. It's good to keep it with it. So Optimus. This stays with that. I think that's the only other one that was really matching. This JVC goes with this. I don't know, regardless. That'll make a boring video for you if I start matching the controllers here. So, a bunch of controllers. Put them in the lot. Go back to the units here. We get a JVC 5-disc changer. You get 20 for those. We have a regular disc changer, a DCD 570. It's about a $20 piece. And then a JVC VHS high-spec drive. That's probably 20 bucks because it's a high-spec drive. That's probably got some kind of good component drive in it, which it's probably decent. So 20. That's another stack on 80 tops. Call it 60. So all this stuff is about 150. Grind it out. Then we have this portable super multi-drive GP10 in the box. That comps at $19.99, so that's good. Got another little TV, yeah, maybe 10 bucks on that. Get a little game. This is like a travel cribbage or something. Come on. Mountain Club Expedition. Got a board, a couple dice, and another board. We do our fair share of backpacking, so this is a kind of a cool piece. My wife never lets me take board games. If anything, we're allowed to take a deck of cards. That's it. Strategy race to summit for 2 climbers. It's kind of cool. So I grabbed it. Always grab cool stuff. Cribbage board. Interesting little board. We got a nice lot of those, so another cribbage board. This one's sealed, overused. Let's get the pieces in there. It's a good piece. Probably $7. We got this part to a Magellan Roadmate 700. Only seen 3 sales on this, just a unit. $12 on each sale, so we'll list it. Just a unit, untested. $10. Buyer beware. Don't really know much about this unit. I just grabbed it. Didn't want to leave it behind just because it could have been 50, you know. I didn't really know. Got a Herbrand swivel and just a Craftsman attachment for 3/4, half to 3/4. Got an Oxford, Mass. Rotting Gun Club pin, 1982. Might be $5. You never know. Singletary. Some stuff's collectible, you know. That could be one thing that's collectible. We got this camera, an Ulta, just 7. Doesn't comp out for anything, but started selling for like $2. But we'll put it in the lot of used cameras. Used camera lot. We paid $2 for it. It goes for 2 in shipping, so it's going in a lot. We got these glasses. I might have overpaid on these, but how did the price breakdown work? I paid $20 for all the units. What's that? $2 a piece, 8 units. It's like $250 a piece. It's a pretty good deal with the remotes. And I paid $2 for this. I paid $3 for this, and we paid $20 for the loader, these glasses, and all these little items here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. $2 a piece. $2, $2, $2, 222. 222, 2, yeah, we'll call it 2. Everything was about $2.50 each. It's pretty good when you break down the math. So these particular ones, this could be gold filled. They looked gold filled when I picked them up and checked them out. But we didn't see anything on them. We got some writing on this side. Let's see if we can get this. Let me try and read it. I gotta get the magnifier on that. I just can't tell. So yeah, could be gold filled. Got like $10 on these. See how the holy Toledo. Can't see a friggin' thing. So, $10. If not, we gotta test them. But they're a good piece. They're old. I think she wanted 10 each on these, but I was like, that's too much. And she was pretty motivated to sell these, so we got them. $5 or something. No, not $5. $2 each. $2 each. $2 each. Do the math. We got these. They're little. They like sit on your nose. You get the hairpin. The hairpin. These are not gold filled. They don't even have a resemblance of gold. Trying to get them on, see if they work. What up? Do they work? I don't even know what they look like with these on. So yeah, those kind of sit on there, but yeah, small frame. Might be women's. But there's one pair there, and there's another pair here. Is there script? This is prescription. Prescription. Oh, holy Toledo. Alright, enough messing around. So yeah, we got the 3 sets of glasses. Good deal. We'll put them in the case. Probably save those for the flea for next year. $10 each. So we got this Craftsman. I'll give you the number. It's a 391-5180, 3.5 inch. I think that's 3.5 for inches. This comps out. It's a good one. I managed to get it to close and open and work proper, and I can fit it in a flat rate box, so we can ship it for, you know, $14. It goes from 30 to 60 upon condition. I'm thinking this is probably a $35 condition. 35 with 14 to ship it. So that's good profit. It's good margins. And then on the home run, I don't know why I was looking at a sale the other day, and they had 2 of these, and I was like, I remember, you know, like a sale about 3 or 4 years ago I went to, and they had a ton of shotgun makers, and, like, you know, just gun presses and stuff, all types of gun cleaners and stuff. And I bought some stuff and comped some stuff out, so I knew kind of what these look like and what they are used for. Somebody would walk by this and think it's used for as like a juicer or something, right? No, this is not a juicer. It's a shotgun shell press. You know, don't do any shooting ourselves, so we're not keeping this. But it's a good one. This is a good brand. Condition wise, this bottle is breaking, which is not like the end of the world. These bottles are pretty standard. I mean, you could put a spring. It doesn't have the measurements, but you can figure out the measurements, and it's kind of a basic, water bottle nozzle. And you can make your own loader, so you could make this if you have to. So it's not really going to make and break the sale, I don't think. Definitely would have helped the sale if it was not broken, but since it's broken, I mean, they could tape it. I mean, for the price that this is going to reflect at to how much it goes for, I don't think putting a little tape on this thing or a couple random bolts are gonna kill this from being used. So $5 on this piece. Trying to get you in some decent light to see the mechanical ability here. Get this over here. Okay, so this goes down. And you press the shell in. There's different phases to pressing. You get this press bit here. Get this one here and this one here. I'm assuming they're for different stages. I'm sure there's a lever to rotate. See, this rotates in to load, to rotate back. This thing must be for, like, I don't know, a schematic or something. I don't know what that's for. It's for something though. And then maybe watch a video of this thing in action, just to get a little bit more familiar with how these moving parts are moving. But yeah, it's a barn find, but it's in decent shape. It's not rusted to junk. I mean, there's some rust going on it, but I think all in all, this should still work functionable for making some shotgun bullets to go hunting or whatever those guys do with their shotgun bullets. So yeah, this goes for $250 new. Well, $250 used, like good condition, like really nice cared for. No rust, stored in your house, in your gun booth or whatever you want to call your gun area. So a barn find of one of these is probably like $100. It's a good piece for a novice to dabble their hands into making their own shells. You put $100 into this, you put $100 into some bullets and the powder and all the material to make a shell, and maybe pays for itself by the end of the year. So good piece to have. It's a MEC SM82 model, SM82, made by MEC. So that's what one looks like. And if you ever find one, it always has those two top loaders on the top with this hardy lever. So that's it. That's the haul. That's all we got. Missed out on that Saturn. Could have had the Saturn. 7 games. Good games. Missed them out. Too slow. I say I'm the fastest, but I was too slow today. So, processing. We got this bag of needles listed. Needles and cartridges. So I got $40 lot, I think. Listed this one tube. GTB. Raytheon. So it used to be a Raytheon factory. Like maybe, I don't know, 15 miles from here. And then I listed all these pedals. I listed the Crybaby. Listed a microphone, Sennheiser. An ME5 listed. There's a VP Junior in there. There's another Crybaby in there. And a Super Chorus. And that is what we got for guitar and audio listed. And it's a good box. Listed stuff there. So yeah, we got those items listed today. We got those listed today. What else did we list today? We got the mushroom listed. The alien dude holding the fort down. Got this micro switch listed. These Bakelite micro switch, shop micro. I think I listed that micro at like $40. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, we get this listed. I listed this for the Peak at 120. Let's see if someone's crazy enough to buy that at 120. We listed this wireless intercom for like, I don't know, $30 or something. Seen some people selling them. Maybe somebody was trying to build one in their house. It's a Polaroid 360 land cam that we listed. Could put like $30 on that. It's another tube we listed, and we listed this thing, this rotary motor with a dial. I threw in a dial in the deal. Sadly, this box is going to be huge to ship and it's very expensive, so I don't know. We'll make money on it, but we'll definitely take a bath on the shipping part. To learn how to break down the shipping a little better. Right now, I'm shipping out of a postal store. A lot of people would think that's crazy, paying retarded amounts of money for a postal store. Well, hear me out. So this postal store, they give me free boxes, free bubble wrap, free popcorn, free tape. Every time I go in, I ask for a box, they give me a box. I ask for bubble wrap, they give me whatever they're gonna throw away. So it's good. And they let me use all the tape in the world. They give me the tape gun. I load it up. I use as much tape as I want. They don't care. They know how to push all the buttons, crunch all the numbers for shipping, switching different shipping couriers and stuff like that. They can manipulate the numbers for shipping a lot faster than I can. So all I do is I just go in, I use all the material, They got a bench. They got a bench all set up for me. Huge table. I could process everything on the table. Scissors, razor blades, pretty much all the material you need to pack. So I've been packing through this store because it just, I don't know, it just seems a lot easier. Yeah, I can save two to $10 a package. But I don't have a spot to like process this stuff. Like a good, I mean, I have this table, but this table, I mean, I gotta go buy tape. I'd have to go buy boxes. Well, not buy them, but you know, I'd have to go find them. And so on and so on. Tons of stuff that you would need to pack all this stuff. So, and then this space would have to be empty every time for me to be able to wrap anything on it, or I'd basically be using the floor again. So, these are all the things you got to think about. Weigh your cards around. Right now, the shipping store works for us. I'm quoting the shipping anyway for the buyer. The buyer is paying for the shipping. I'm just doing the work, putting the box around the thing. So I usually make $1 on it anyway too. But you know, if I ship a video game, I usually quote a game at like $6.41. I always use a 1 at the end. Always. I don't know why. I type in 642, it just doesn't look right. So I put 641, 621, 681. It's different numbers you use. Seem to have really good luck with these numbers. I don't know why, but it just is what it is. So yeah, 681 to ship a game. That's usually typical price. I know I can ship it for $4 or $5 with like a pirate ship or something like that, but I don't think it's needed. I think it's not overkill. It's just I haven't conformed to that yet, and we will. That'll be something that you slowly work your way into. I got to get the computer down here. I'm gonna bring the TV down here. Just need more to get more done. Because I like to watch YouTube while I'm working, and I like to listen to the radio. So I get the radio, but I don't have the TV down here, and some other things like the computer. I gotta hook the computer up down here. Can upload videos faster, and always waiting on the phone to upload a video because I'm trying to list something at the same time. It's a real horse. It's a real horse show. So, like, subscribe, tell me what you think. Again, keep picking. Never miss a sale, and money never sleeps. Peace.